Hi everyone, this is Casey. If you like my creepypastas, you can follow me on Twitter at Casey3355. That's capital CASEY 3355.
The year is 1994. I am 4 years old, and I attend a special school. During the day, we sit in class, we learn to write, read, use the computer. This would have been the days of floppy disks. Hard drives didn't even exist yet, at least to my knowledge. I was your typical 4-year-old kid. I had friends. I went outside during recess. I played on the playground, took the bus home from school. Everything is as it should be in the life of a 4-year-old boy. When I get home, Grandma has my treat waiting for me. A cup of pudding, some Ritz crackers. I eat dinner. I take a bath. And I put my zip-up footsie pajamas on and get ready for bed. Sleep is what I fear. I know he'll be back. I know he's waiting for me. I fear the man with the plastic head. Grandma says to me, "Son, say your prayers." I don't have any fear as long as the light's on, as long as the grown-ups are there. I have lights strung up on my ceiling. Grandma calls them pretty lights. I can see them from the ceiling. They're multicolored, like Christmas lights, and they keep me company at night. But they don't stop the man with the plastic head. I know that at some point during the night, I'll roll over in my child-sized bed. I'll see the light first. It's my first warning sign that he's coming. My heart clenches in fear. I hear the growl. I see the demon appear from the wall. And then he appears. BoBoBa, he calls himself. The morphing man with the plastic head. The reason I say morphing, of course, is because technically he can really be anything he wants. Right now, he's a shortened, shrunken, slimy-like creature that really doesn't have much of a shape. I'm pulled through the wall and into another realm. I'm standing in what appears to be my mother's kitchen, but it's late at night. It's dark in that little white house, and the terror is only beginning. He stands in front of me, speaking in his whisper voice. And there's the lady off to the side. I know her as Kathy. That's what he calls her anyway. She looks over at me and says simply, "You're in trouble." I'm terrified. And then he steps up to me. He's not very tall. He only comes up to about chest height. Mind you, I'm 4 years old at the time, so I don't realize how much smaller he is than I am. But he is not human. He is a creature of some unknown origin. I don't know the words at the time in my 4-year-old mind to explain what he is, because I do not know what he is. I see his face, or lack thereof. His head is a round plastic jar, it appears, with a smooth flat top and lines that go all around the front and back of the head. There's no sign of a face, just a curved line for a mouth. There are no eyes, yet he can see me. That whisper of a voice comes from that face, or lack thereof. His voice floods my heart with fear as he states his name.
BoBoBa, BoBoBa.
He takes his finger and swipes it across my chest. Immediately I tense up. What is he going to do? Is he going to hurt me? Is he going to kill me? Well, how can he? It's a dream, I tell myself. Just a dream. I'll wake up, and it will all be over. I have my pretty lights. My pretty lights are on. They'll save me. But in his realm, in his world, nothing can keep me from this monster. He threatens me with violence. He threatens me with fear. He raises his hands to me. His hands are very strange. They're not like human hands, but yet they are. They're sort of animal-like. Paws, somewhat rounded, with fingers that are not really fingers, more like gumdrops. I know it's a strange description, but it's all I can give you. Yet he uses those hands as efficiently as any human being would. I hear the humming of a lawnmower in the distance. How strange. It's pitch black outside. BoBoBa leans in toward me and says,
BoBoBa, BoBoBa.
Then he makes a hiss. His head begins to spin and whir. Sparks come from his eyes. Or what are supposed to be his eyes, I guess. The lady steps forward into the light. That's enough for one night. Let him go. Let him return. The next thing I know, he's leading me back through the wall, and I'm in my bed. I've wet myself. My pretty lights are still on, but they didn't protect me. Shining down innocently from the ceiling in blues and reds and pinks, yellows, whites, and any other color I can imagine. But they didn't save me. My little radio is on the floor right there. My cassette tape in the player, just finishing up, and the play button popping up back into place. But nothing saved me from BoBoBa. A voice comes from the wall.
I'll see you again.
Will I ever get back to sleep?